Picture this, a world where men are no longer needed in the bedroom. Instead, ultra-advanced robots, meticulously designed to deliver unparalleled pleasure, have taken over. What sounds like science fiction is, in fact, today's reality. Technology has made such strides that these robotic partners aren't just matching human lovers, they're setting a whole new standard. Now, here's the twist. Women are increasingly gravitating toward these mechanical marvels. Why? Because robots don't make excuses. They don't get tired, they don't argue, and they don't roll over and start snoring the moment the fun is over. Instead, they focus entirely on the user's pleasure, without baggage, complaints, or bad days. How long do you think men can hold their ground against flawless, tireless competition? Reports suggest that by 2030, male sex robots will dominate the market, forever changing intimacy as we know it. And the burning question isn't just if men will lose their place, but how fast? Still think this future is far off? Think again. The shift is already happening, and if you're not ready to evolve, you might just find yourself outdated, both in the bedroom and beyond. Why male sex robots are redefining intimacy. Male sex robots aren't a distant concept, they're a technological revolution already reshaping the world of intimacy. Forget those cringe-worthy inflatable relics of the past. Today's robots are sophisticated machines designed to deliver precision, pleasure, and performance like nothing humanity has ever seen. Think about those moments when exhaustion or stress leaves you struggling to meet expectations. Robots don't have off days. They don't need to take a break or deal with performance anxiety. Their advanced sensors and algorithms ensure they deliver consistent, targeted pleasure every time. These robots learn, adapt, and adjust in real time. It's a level of precision that no human can match, no matter how skilled they are. But the real game changer isn't just their technical capabilities. These robots eliminate one of the biggest obstacles in relationships: miscommunication. Instead of awkwardly guessing what their partner wants, they respond with pinpoint accuracy. They listen without complaint, adjust without hesitation, and never ever say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Customization adds another layer to their appeal. Want a partner who's endlessly affectionate? Increase their empathy setting. Prefer a silent night? Just mute their voice. Meanwhile, humans are left navigating the minefield of what do they really mean, or wondering if doing the dishes counts as foreplay. It's not hard to see why robots are gaining traction. Affordability is also making these machines more accessible. With prices dropping fast, owning a state-of-the-art robotic partner might soon cost less than your next smartphone upgrade. Imagine your competition isn't just another guy, but a tireless, flawless machine that can be customized to perfection. In the world of intimacy, the rules are changing. Male sex robots aren't just keeping up, they're redefining what it means to be an ideal partner. The question isn't whether they'll replace humans, but how quickly it will happen. Are robots outperforming men? A side-by-side look. Let's take a closer look at how male sex robots stack up against human partners. Spoiler, it's not a fair fight. These machines aren't just competent, they're engineered to be the perfect partner, far surpassing what most men can offer. First, there's performance. Robots don't second-guess themselves. They don't get nervous or experience the dreaded off night. They simply deliver, consistently, repeatedly, and without hesitation. Imagine being able to guarantee peak performance every time, without the fear of failure. That's the baseline for these machines. Meanwhile, the average guy is juggling stress, insecurities, and trying to remember if they got the timing right. The robot, on the other hand, not only remembers, it learns and improves. Communication, another easy win for the robots. They don't just listen, they analyze. Advanced algorithms interpret tone, facial expressions, and even breathing patterns to determine exactly what their partner wants. While humans are stuck deciphering cryptic statements like, "I'm fine," robots are 2 steps ahead, adapting their responses to create the perfect experience. And availability. Forget not tonight or maybe later. Robots don't get distracted by work, video games, or random cravings for alone time. They're always ready, fully present, and laser focused on their partner's needs. It's the kind of reliability that's hard to compete with, especially when human partners can be unpredictable at best. But what about connection? Some might argue that humans bring an emotional depth that machines can't replicate. While that's true, it's also worth noting that many people seek consistency and reliability in their intimate lives, qualities robots provide in spades. With technology advancing, robots are even simulating emotional support, further blurring the lines between human and machine. At this rate, robots aren't just an alternative, they're becoming the preferred choice for those seeking flawless intimacy. The The challenge for men isn't to compete at their level, it's to redefine what makes them unique in a world where perfection is programmable. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Male sex robots aren't just replacing humans in the bedroom, they're also exposing a deeper issue. For years, men have watched as machines took over factory floors, AI claimed intellectual spaces, and now robots are even stepping into intimate relationships. If this feels personal, it's because it is. Society has shifted dramatically. Women no longer depend on men for financial security or protection. Independence is their new normal, but with robots offering not just physical satisfaction but also emotional simulation, men are being left to wonder, where exactly do we fit in? The truth is, robots aren't just taking over, they're redefining the expectations of intimacy. A machine that's always attentive, never tired, and doesn't bring emotional baggage to the table sets a high bar. Men, on the other hand, often fall short, struggling to communicate, offering inconsistent affection, or prioritizing their own needs has left many partners frustrated, and robots don't make those mistakes. This isn't just competition, it's a crisis. If men continue to cling to outdated ideas of masculinity, they risk being replaced, not just in bed, but in the very fabric of relationships. Providing, protecting, and performing are no longer enough. To stay relevant, men must embrace qualities robots can't replicate: vulnerability, emotional depth, and genuine connection. Here's the challenge. It's not about outperforming a machine at what it does best. That's a losing battle. Instead, it's about offering something a robot can't: authenticity. No algorithm, no matter how advanced, can replicate the unpredictable, imperfect magic of human connection. So, what does this mean for the future of men? It's time to step up. Robots are flawless, but humans have heart, and that, if nurtured, might just be enough to keep us in the game. Let's talk about the human advantage, what robots can't replace. Okay, we can give the robots their due. They're brilliant at what they do. They're precise, consistent, and will never zone out during an important moment. But there's one thing no machine, no matter how advanced, will ever achieve: being human. Robots can simulate empathy, but they can't feel it. They can analyze your tone and expression, but they'll never truly understand the joy of making you smile. They don't feel butterflies when they see you or laugh until they cry at a joke only the two of you find funny. No matter how lifelike they become, they'll always be missing something fundamental: a soul. Human connection thrives on imperfection. It's the awkwardness of a first date, the laughter at an inside joke, or even the arguments that end in forgiveness. These are the moments that define relationships. Robots might be flawless, but they'll never capture the messy, unpredictable magic of love. And let's talk about emotional depth. A robot can simulate care, but it can't genuinely worry about you when you're upset. It can respond to sadness with comforting words, but it'll never feel your pain. Robots are great at checking the boxes, but they'll never truly be present. This is where humans have an undeniable edge. We're not perfect, and that's exactly what makes us irreplaceable. The ability to make mistakes, to grow, to connect on a deeply emotional level, that's something no algorithm will ever replicate. Love isn't about getting everything right. It's about showing up, flaws and all, and offering your whole self to someone. It's about trust, vulnerability, and the little moments that robots can't even begin to understand. So, while robots may redefine pleasure, they'll never redefine love. That's a uniquely human experience, one that no machine can ever take away. And if you're willing to embrace that, you've already won the only race that matters. The future of intimacy isn't just coming, it's here, and it's moving fast. Over the next decade, male sex robots will shift from being niche gadgets to household staples. Projections show that by 2030, these machines could dominate the market, reshaping the dynamics of how people connect, both physically and emotionally. Why the rapid rise? Simple: convenience. Robots offer a level of reliability, customization, and drama-free satisfaction that's hard to ignore. For many, they represent an escape from the emotional labor and unpredictability that often come with human relationships. In fact, studies suggest that over 40% of women would consider a robot as an alternative to an unsatisfying or toxic relationship. That's not a trend, it's a seismic shift. But this goes beyond pleasure. As robots evolve, they'll start blurring the lines between physical intimacy and emotional connection. Advanced models won't just respond to physical needs. They'll engage in meaningful conversations, simulate support, and even analyze emotional cues to provide comfort. Imagine a machine that not only listens, but offers the perfect response every time. It's a level of attentiveness that humans rarely achieve, and it's setting a new standard for relationships. This isn't just a challenge for intimacy, it's a redefinition of human interaction. As robots grow more lifelike, casual flings might decline, and even committed relationships could face a unique competitor, the flawless consistency of a machine. Couples might find themselves comparing their human connections to the unrelenting perfection of a robot, and the results might not always favor humanity. So, what's next for humans? The answer isn't to resist the rise of robots. That battle's already lost. Instead, it's about embracing what makes us different. Authenticity, emotional depth, and the beautiful messiness of human connection are the qualities that will keep us relevant. The future will demand that we adapt, not compete. Robots might dominate the physical realm, but they'll never conquer the realm of love. And in a world chasing perfection, it's our imperfections that will keep us truly alive. The future isn't waiting, and it's already reshaping the way we think about intimacy, relationships, and human connection. Male sex robots are no longer a concept confined to science fiction. They're a reality, raising the bar and setting new standards for pleasure, attentiveness, and consistency. But here's the truth, robots may dominate the technical side of intimacy, but they'll never replicate the depth of human connection. They can mimic emotions, but they'll never feel them. They can simulate love, but they'll never embody it. And while they might offer flawless performance, they'll never deliver the raw, unpredictable, and beautifully imperfect experience of being with another human being. This isn't just about competition, it's about adaptation. The rise of robots is a wake-up call, a chance for humanity to rediscover and amplify what makes us unique. Vulnerability, emotional depth, and the capacity to love. These are qualities no machine can replicate. They're what keep us irreplaceable. So where does that leave us? It leaves us with a choice. We can either let technology define the future of intimacy, or we can redefine it ourselves by embracing the one thing robots will never have: our humanity. The world is changing and fast, but in a world chasing perfection, our flaws might just be the most valuable thing we have. Are you ready to lean into your humanity, or will you let the machines take the lead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Are robots the future of intimacy, or do humans still hold the key to what truly matters? Let's talk about it while we still can.